Memory card is full.
Oh.
I think it said that when you end before. I hope it didn't lose anything.
Well, Zoom will have all of it.
Okay.
Memory card is full. Okay, then we will only have the Zoom recording.
Okay.
So I just won't be able to, which is fine.
Have you already pushed record?
I didn't think you pushed record yet. I'll just edit the first little part of that.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm just stand here for a second so I have time to edit. Okay, welcome back. This is the vision board section of class today. And I want to thank you for taking the time to join this. I'm actually kind of glad that this happened because now if you have questions about vision boards or you want to just listen to this one section, you'll be able to go right to it. So, vision boards. This is absolutely an empowerment technique. The purpose of a vision board is to give your brain something to focus on. So just for a minute, I want you to think, if you are wandering through the woods somewhere because your family went on a hike and you went high enough up that your GPS didn't work anymore, what do you now need? Because many people, as they are feeling lost in life and they don't know what goals they want to set, they start focusing on time. They start focusing on, oh, it's a new year. Oh, I have 30 days to accomplish this. We get caught up on time. But if you're feeling lost, which is more important, a clock or a compass? A compass. Your goals and your vision board are your compass. Because it doesn't matter how long it took you if you didn't know where you were going. You could have gotten there in 15 minutes. So you drive as fast as you can for 15 minutes and then you go, where the crap am I? You can have a 30-day goal and say at the end of 30 days, I'm going to accomplish all my goals. What were they? Did you have a compass or were you just staring at your clock? Think about your age right now. Did you have things that you said, oh, by the time I'm 20, oh, by the time I'm 30, oh, by the time I'm 40, I'll have this, oh, by the time I'm 50, this is what my life will look like. You gave yourself a time limit. What did you do with your time? When you said, here's my time limit, and I want to get from here to here. Does anyone ever have a straight path? No. But if you know what you get when you get here and not just when, this journey is a lot more pleasant, even if it's bumpy. One of my favorite stories is about the guy who broke the sound barrier. And one of the things that he said, because as he was flying, it got bumpy and it got crazy and things were shaking. And the radio tower kept saying, back off, go slower, slow down, back off, back off. And all of a sudden, and he kept saying, no, I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep going. And then everyone heard it. Who's ever heard the sound barrier break before? What do you hear? Boom. And they thought it exploded. And then they heard this. It's a lot smoother on the other side. Once he broke that barrier, it got smooth. It was literal smooth sailing once he maintained the speed that broke the barrier of sound. What was happening the night before? He thought everything was falling apart. The world was coming to an end. Things were shaky. And what did the world tell him? Stop. Slow down. You must be doing something wrong, or it would be easier. And what did he discover? As soon as I broke through my barrier, it was smooth sailing. A vision board will help you get to the smooth sailing. Because everyone is going to have an excuse and a reason why when your life gets rocky and bumpy, you should pull back. Is it always other people that tell us to pull back?
Not usually.
Or usually is it our own head that says, oh, my higher power must not want me to do this, it's getting difficult. This must be a sign from God that I shouldn't be doing this, it's too hard. I don't know, maybe it's a sign from the adversary that it's exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and he doesn't want you to do it. And I don't know about you, but I'm tired of having other people tell me God's plan for me. So when my life gets bumpy and my road is uneven, I ask what's on the other side. Because on the other side, when I break through this barrier, it will be smooth sailing. It's been proven. When you break through the barrier, it's smooth sailing. A vision board is what helps you maintain your compass. It's what tells you to point true north. The only time a compass doesn't point true north is when someone holds a magnet underneath it. And they're tricking you and they're deceiving you. So what a vision board does, and what I want you to understand with this technique, is that a vision board is merely a tool to help your brain stay pointed north. It tells you what direction you're going, so that when you get bumpy and rocky and you don't know, and everyone around you is saying, pull back on the throttle, pull back, you will be the one that's saying, no. I know I can break this barrier and it will be smoother on the other side. So with a vision board, very basics. You need tape on a wall, tape that will easily come on and off the wall, so painter's tape. And you want it about 2 feet by 2 feet. If you get anything bigger than that, it's too much for your brain to look at. So you don't want to take up your whole wall. That's not necessary. In fact, that's overwhelming. So about this, if you were to take a poster board, cut it in half, or like the size of a cork board. 3 minutes in the morning, 3 minutes at night. That's 30 seconds per picture, because there's 9 squares. And you look at it, and you say in your head, I want that. And then you ask your brain, I want that. Who will it help? Why do I want it? Who will it help? Why do I want it? Because those 2 questions your brain finds motivating. Who will we help? Oh, well, let me think. Why do we want this? Because it will create this and this and this emotion. You want to know what question's stopping you from getting your goal? Vision board. How am I supposed to become debt-free? Brain. I don't know, that's why we're not. Do not ask how. Ask who and why. Those are motivators. How literally stops your brain. Because if your brain knew how and it had enough evidence to prove that that was beneficial, it would do it. So don't ask how. It doesn't help. With your vision board, the center square should be eye level. Do we hide our vision boards? Why don't we hide our vision board? If you hide your vision board, what are you telling your brain? Don't let anyone know that you want something. You're not allowed to have good things. Keep this hidden. I always think of Lord of the Rings, keep it secret, keep it safe. Not your vision board. Your vision board should be public, and it should be respected, and it should be treasured. Look at what I want to accomplish. Because you may have someone that comes to you and says, hey, I know how you can do that. Did you have to come up with the how? Nope. So 3 minutes in the morning, 3 minutes at night. You want to focus on who and why. As soon as you ask how, your brain will go, I don't know. So one of the reasons why I tell you declarations already is because declarations are crucial for vision boards. Because when you use vision boards and writing and burning together, you are getting a vision board basically triggers your body to say, what part of you doesn't believe we can have this? And then what does your brain tell you? Me, I'm the one who thinks we can't have this. And then you go, oh, well, I want it. So I'm going to write down that little thought you just created, and I'm going to destroy it. So my vision board, I have a spiral notebook next to my vision board, and I look at my vision board. And while I'm looking at my vision board, things are all unicorns and rainbows and going wonderfully. What happens as soon as I turn around? Bing! My little shoulder devil appears. And he says, you can't have that. Wow, you really dream big. No one in your family has ever accomplished that. What makes you think you can? Nope, you'll be fat the rest of your life. It's genetic. So what do I write down as I walk away from my vision board? Everything that my emotions and my head are bringing up. A vision board isn't just a compass, it's a detoxifier. Because at least one thing on your vision board should make your brain go, yeah, right. Because if at least one thing on your vision board doesn't make your brain go, I got nothing, you haven't dreamed big enough. So, a third of your vision board should be free or low cost. What I mean by low cost is your time or your money. Low time, low money. A third should be within budget, meaning time or money. I have enough time for this, but I do have to budget it. I have enough money for this, but I can't just pull it out of my pocket. That's this one. Yes, I can go to the store today and buy a big hunk candy bar. That's not something you put on your vision board. This is not a to-do list. This is goals. So a third of your square should be something within budget, but you have to make an honest effort at concentrating on it long enough to get it. How many of you have ever gone to the grocery store and something wasn't on your list, but you thought, oh my gosh, I need that so bad, there's no way I'll forget it? Okay, that should be what your vision board is. If I ask you, what's on your vision board right now? And you can't tell me square by square, you're not looking at it enough. I can tell you what every single square on my vision board is. I can tell you what color the Post-it is and the marker I use to write on it. Because that's how much I look at my vision board. A third of your vision board should be high cost, time or money. Something that you go, all I know is I want it. Universe, figure out how to get it to me. Because I want it. How often do little kids ask you for something they want? All the time. My daughter Eva, she's 5. And I have a total sugar addiction, and I'm trying not to create that in my own child. So I let her have some, and then there comes a point where I'm like, if you ask me for sugar one more time today, I'm going to have a complete meltdown. And then she keeps asking, and then she keeps asking. And then I'm like, fine, make yourself sick, I don't care anymore, just stop asking me for sugar. That is what your vision board is. It is the 5-year-old child saying, Mom, can I have this? Mom, can I have this? Okay, Mom, I know you're going to tell me no, but I still want it, just so you know. Just so you know, Mom, I know I'm not allowed to ask for that anymore, but I just want it. I just want you to know. But I'm not asking for it because you told me I couldn't have it, but I do still want it. Your vision board is the 5-year-old. Just so you know, universe, I'm not asking for it anymore because you haven't produced it yet, but just so you know, I do still want it. But I'm not asking, but it is still a desire. So just so you know, anytime you want to give it to me, anytime you want to change your mind and send it my way, it's on my vision board. So does that mean that there's some magical vision board fairy that's going to be like, ding, here's what you want, we should put a picture on your wall? No. This is something that your brain says, hey, that's north, and that's the direction we need to go. It keeps you on the right trail, so that when you are saying, I want my credit card paid off, and you're in the grocery store and you open your wallet and you reach for your credit card, and then you instantly think of the picture on your wall that says, all credit cards, 0 balance. You put your credit card back and you pull out your debit card. Was that a vision board fairy? Nope. That was your mind saying, oh, whoa, we're not using our credit cards anymore. You put a Post-it on your wall. So your vision board is a way for you to stay on track. The next part of the vision board is a vision board successes. And I do not teach this in Master Your Mind. When you have a vision board success, meaning you put a picture on your wall, you put a poster on your wall, whatever it is, and you get to take it off. Not because you gave up on it. You don't take it off because you give up on it. You take it off because you got it. And then you put it in a sheet protector and you put it in a 3-ring binder. And on the days that you're feeling like, I have nothing, woe is me, I never get anything I want, you go, but wait, I have a vision board success binder. And you go open your binder. And you look at your one little Post-it and you go, one time I got what I wanted. I can do it again. And then you put it back in your sheet protector. And all of those of you that are like, I don't have any sheet protectors. Ask a friend that used to scrapbook. I'm sure she has plenty. And then you take another item off your vision board success. Because you got that one too. So when you put a picture or words up on your wall, on the back of it, you want to put your start date. And then when you take it off, you put your end date. You're not focused on time, but you acknowledge how much time it took. Because this is the cool part. You play a game to see if you can get the time shortened. Can I go from something that took me a year to have a similar goal that only takes me 9 months? To have a similar goal that's even more advanced that only takes me 3 months? So your time is to show gratitude, not regret. Oh my gosh, that only took me a year. And when people go, it took you a year? Yeah, but a year ago, I didn't even know I wanted it. A year ago, I had absolutely nothing. So in 1 year's time, I went from nothing to something. Yep, I'm going to celebrate that it took me an entire year to do that. Because a year ago, I had nothing. Because a year ago, my life looked like this. And now it looks like this. So can you celebrate your successes from your vision board? And a vision board is to help you show gratitude. Something's wrong with Shayla. Will you go into the parking lot real quick? Okay. On your book, there is a 9 square. And these are my suggested areas to put for your categories. And if you don't like where these are, then move them. These are just suggested categories. So look at those, see how you want to do them. And one thing that I would give you a tip with your vision board. Involve the senses. How does it taste? What does it feel like tactily? What will it feel like emotion-wise when you get it? What does it smell like? What visual things stand out to you? So what does it see, hear, feel, taste, touch? Because the more real you can make it, the more you can trick your brain into thinking you already have it, which is another purpose of the vision board. Can you convince your brain that it's already there? Okay, questions? Okay. I want you to create a vision board. And when you do, take a picture of it. Post it to the page. So once you have it, and here's the other thing. If you can't think of something to put in all 9 squares, don't let that stop you from putting your vision board up. So if right now you're like, well, I don't know what to put in each category, then pick 2. I don't care. Pick 2 categories. Just have 2 things. And if you can think of all 9, then do all 9. Some can be pictures, some can be words. But you figure out what responds to the most. Because what you're trying to do with your vision board is stay on track. It's a tool, not some magical, mystical thing because you put a picture on your wall. Bonus piece to this. Don't let them touch. If you have a picture of a horse and you have a picture of Hawaii, if the horse is touching the picture of Hawaii, your brain will try to figure out how to get you to ride that horse in Hawaii. If they're not touching, it will get you the horse and it will get you Hawaii. So don't let them overlap or your brain connects them. Other bonus things, let me think here. I'm trying to think what have made mine the most successful. I am very left-brained. So words for me get me results that I already have come up with. So the more pictures I have, the more creative I get. So if you are very picture, you like colors, you're very right-brained, think of words because it's going to activate a side of your brain that you don't use first. So some of you are like, oh, but I love pictures. What's come off your board? Because if it's full of pictures and nothing's come off your board, either you're not spending enough time with it or your brain needs to use the other side and it needs words. Okay.
Is your car locked?
I hope that you gain something from this and that you rewind it and you listen to it more than once because there were a lot of gold nuggets in here. And when you're first trying to put together your vision board, all you need to know is tape, 9 squares, pictures, and words. Done is better than perfect. So don't worry about whether or not this matches your decor. You want it eye level and no bigger than 2 by 2, 2 feet by 2 feet. That's all you need. Okay, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.